a friend to see how she reacts. She touched it. What the fuck? There's a problem with YouTube, specifically Black YouTube. Black YouTube sucks. When it comes to Black YouTube, I feel like there's two sides.
I feel like all YouTube sucks though.
One side with these amazing content creators like
His hairline crazy.
Corey.
Why is that the first thing y'all notice is somebody's head?
Kenshin, Berleezy, AMP, RDC, and many others. And then you got this other side with these creators that don't care about their content at all.
He wasn't around during like the crazy good time in Black YouTube. It was a time where Black YouTube was like the only, you know what I'm saying? And it was before everybody that he just mentioned. Even though those are still, you know, good creators, it's just like, where was niggas at when the Levine life, you know what I'm saying? When that nigga was hot and popping, you know what I'm saying? When Hot Damn My Rock was on his shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad niggas that was just out here just popping they shit, you know what I'm saying? Skits used to go crazy and shit like that. It used to be crazy. Modern War Negro, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't know. They don't remember. They don't remember. I mean, Hodge twins before they got like crazy political and shit like that.
If I see one more 20v1 of this dudes and women, I'm gonna snap.
All they care about is the money that comes.
Chris Move? I never got into Chris Move like that.
Can you recommend me some protein shakes? I've been getting cyberbullied for being skinny on that gram. Sometimes I hate being famous, man.
What the fuck? How did you get
with YouTube and all
Swoozy? Oh yeah, Swoozy did used to be on here.
Other videos are just based around sexual things. One side is like that homemade burger that takes hours to make.
But I don't think it's specifically a problem with Black YouTube though. Like, if like what is white YouTube? Like the stream clips, the incel shit, the red pill content, like video essays. Oh, I might actually hate video essays, bro. No, I might have to change it. I might have to say it's a problem. That is actually a big issue.
And the other side is like,
I hate video essay niggas, bro.
That $2 McDonald's burger that tastes good for about 5 minutes, but the next day you feel like niggas. Oh, it's kind of like yin and yang, you know? And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about that other side of Black YouTube, the terrible side. Now, when it comes to the Black community and content creation, I feel like every single idea can't just be a normal idea, you know? They're always there. It has to be a freaky truth or dare. You can't just go on a blind date. It has to be a freaky blind date. The other day, I literally seen a video titled, "I put my freaky ass parents on a blind date." We are getting to the point in content creation where we're putting our parents on blind dates and it has to be freaky. That is absolutely weird, if I'm being honest with you. Another trend that's pretty big in the Black community are 20v1s. These videos hit the Black community harder than crack in the 80s. I can't tell you how many Black content creators I've seen milking the absolute life out of 20v1s.
Sean, did you watch Mystic Got Jokes? I was watching him in 2014-17. He had vlogs on top with women in it, of course.
I didn't really get into it like that. I wasn't. Wait, no. There was this nigga named Kevin Edwards that used to do vlogs, and I swear to God, it was the funniest shit. From probably I think it might have been like 2016, 2017, where I was watching them. I thought they were the funniest shit in the world. Oh, whoa, no. Where are they at?
Chance the Rapper just dropped a freestyle. If you're interested.
For Y'all Entertainment. That was one of the ones. There's no, I mean, I guess you could say RDC World to a degree, but like For Y'all Entertainment, even the vlogs, like, they shit was just chef's kiss. That shit was just immaculate. I was like, oh my God, it was perfect. It was like, these is niggas that I know. Like, this is perfect. I feel it. I can see the vibe. I can feel the rhythm. Oh my God. Where they at? Where they go? What happened to everybody?
Now, if you don't know what a 20v1 is, well, it's basically like a speed dating show where 20 people speed date one person. And by the end of the show,
I can't trust his opinion on the Black community cause he looks like he used to say too white for the blacks, too black for the whites.
You gotta give him a chance.
That one person picks their favorite out of the 20 people. I'm pretty sure this video idea was...
I agree with him on the whole 20 versus 1 thing though. Like, you could tell like after a certain point, it's not really an issue of people uploading that type of content either. It's more so like a thing of what ultimately is going to set you like apart. Because I swear to God, I ended up watching a 20v1 at some point on stream, and I swear to God, I watched it from the same channel, but it happened to be a different guy that was hosting the dates, and I had zero idea. I had zero knowledge of them being different people. So there were like 3 or 4 different people that were doing it at a certain time, and I thought it was the same guy. And so I think the issue with the setup is that the whole formulation, the whole build up, the whole thing is such similar, like it's so similar in all of its essence that you can't tell anybody apart. And so it all ends up flooding the algorithm in the same way to where nobody's personalities differentiate from one another and end up being clones of themselves. But that doesn't always mean that it's a problem. It's just, it becomes like less, it doesn't become worth watching after a certain point. But there are some funny ones that we saw. We saw the Tiana Trump one. I thought that was funny. But outside of that, I haven't seen anything else.
Sidemen, and then the black community just took it by storm. Now don't get me wrong, there are some genuinely funny 20v1s out there.
But I wouldn't take 3 creators doing it or 4 creators doing it and labeling it as like the black community, bro.
But then you got channels out here who are posting 20v1s every single week. For example, No Love Mar. Now if you don't know who No Love Mar is, well, he's a pretty big black YouTuber who has 1.44 million subscribers. But when you take a look at this man's channel, basically all of his videos are 20v1s. I wouldn't be surprised if this man changed his name to Cupid, the way he's helping out everyone find love. I wouldn't be surprised if this man did a 20v1 with the whole entire United States for his next video. Honestly, at this point, this man should put me in a 20v1 to help me find some action. Like, come on. And what's
I do think if he's gonna like, but I mean, I don't know. Like, is that a problem? Like, I don't know if it's big enough to represent the black side of YouTube, because there's a couple black creators doing 20v1s that are pretty, you know, mind-numbing content, but I just feel like that exists with all sides or borders of YouTube. I feel like once a certain, I won't even say demographic, but once people like get a hold on what the successful route is to go, like that's what they're gonna do. Like the same thing could be said about people who do e-dating. The same thing could be said about people who stream. Like once people find like there's a route that you can take specifically to get to a goal, and it's not that complicated, then they'll replicate it. That's like what the internet does, essentially. I don't really know, you know what I'm saying, if it's a black specific issue when it comes to this. I get he might be talking about like sexualization maybe, but I don't know. Like I just see that in all facets of the internet.
What's crazy is that this man is so obsessed with 20v1s that he literally jumped another YouTuber because they made a 20v1 with Krishan Rock and he wanted to do that idea first. I mean, there's literally entire videos of him and his crew.
I saw this on my timeline at some point. This was funny.
Just pulling up to their studio, them beating up the other guys, and them taking the camera and the footage.
It's never this deep. It's never this deep.
Uploaded to YouTube. Number 1, what happened to Shame? Who genuinely wants to speed date the snack?
People keep saying it's only black people doing it, but Jubilee popularized it and they've done it with multiple white people. I think Jubilee is like, the thing is like they'll repeat it, but they'll have like an interesting like discussion or center stage about it. I just think whenever it's degenerate content and there are like a few black people that end up doing it, it ends up getting passed off as like, oh, this is the black side of YouTube. When in reality, I don't even see much black content. And the black content that I do watch on YouTube comes from creators like the ones he mentioned earlier, like a AMP, a RDC, a Berleezy, other people. Like I feel like it's so easy to not end up watching that. You feel me? Like it's easy to just not encounter content like this if you're not searching for it actively.
Agletooth demon Krishan Rock. That woman is literally the embodiment.
Have you
of a
seen
Neanderthal.
Chrysian's new face tattoo of blue face?
Other YouTubers
I haven't.
Because they're about to upload an idea before you. Just be more creative and make something other than 20v1s, and maybe you wouldn't have to resort to jumping people because they make the same style of content as you. Imagine if Moist Critical got to a topic before me and I fought him because of that. Isn't that the stupidest thing ever? Like
I mean, you ain't standing on business. If the topic wasn't that important, then you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing.
It just doesn't make sense at all. And what's even worse is that before every 20v1 that this man does, he promotes this scam where apparently you're supposed to get $750
this is hilarious
from clicking the link in the description, but you don't. It just takes you to one of those sites where they have you fill out all of those tedious surveys and you get nothing from them. I mean, there's literally entire videos on YouTube exposing these scams. He gets the money because he gets paid from people clicking the link, but you as a viewer, you get nothing.
The next trend gonna be my blind date already knows me like just dumbish lol.
I get it.
$150, they would be broke if they just decide to do that. It just shows how greedy of a YouTuber this man is, but I'm pretty sure that was already
This is like
evident.
when Destiny said Kai Cenat and I show speed is the black part of Twitch. It's just not true.
Yeah, I mean, what you're witnessing is a bunch of people seeing a method that works, and the people that are doing it consistently like this, enough interest at some point will die off of it that'll incentivize people to come up with a new trend and then do something else. Like, I could see if this has been like the black YouTube meta for like 5+ years or something like that, and people just will not get off of it. But this just started like this year or within the last few months. Like, it's just hard to say like this is the representation of black YouTube and like this is what it is. I have a hard time saying that when the most popular versions of blackness that I see on YouTube come from the names that he mentioned earlier in this video.
You also have this other YouTuber right here named Real X Sean, and basically,
why is it Sean, bro? Why is it Sean? It's not me. It has nothing to do with me. I'm over here minding my business, chilling out. It's never me. It's never me, bro. Ever.
basically a bunch of his videos are just 20v1s. I mean, nothing really else. But this man also, he spams that link in the description with that $750 cash app that you're never gonna get. And then you got another 20v1 YouTuber right here named Ryan with the sauce, and he also spams that link in the description.
Sean is a name for devious people.
And what's also crazy about these 20v1 YouTubers is that there's literally no originality with any of them. The only difference is the people in the 20v1s. The intros are all the same.
Yeah, that's why I thought that this was the same guy. I remember seeing them like the same white background, same setup, same girls, I think in some instances. Same makeup, same questions, same start, finish, you know, middle part. Like, it's all, once you don't do anything to differentiate yourself when you make content like this, it all just blurs together and becomes like 75 to 1 million videos of the same shit.
The editing is all the same. Hell, even the freaking personalities of all these YouTubers are all the same. Even the freaking scam in the video, they're all doing the same $750 Cash App scam. Even the scam in the video is the exact same. These dudes are literally made in a freaking laboratory, bro. Like, they're just printed every single freaking week. Every week I see a new up and coming 20v1 YouTuber. What's also crazy is that these dudes will have
young people
in their 20v1s, which is very sad. For you guys that don't know, there's this rapper named LaTyler, and he's 17 years old, and the YouTuber No Love Mar, he made a video with LaTyler. He made a 20v1, and it's disgusting, if I'm being honest with you.
How you feel about sex on the first night?
I don't think it's bad. Like, if both of y'all vibing with each other,
Oh, she a grown woman.
you peep the vibe. We grown.
We grown.
Sean, is this your little bro? We look nothing. All right, bro.
There's a bunch of grown women in there asking a 17-year-old if he's husband material, which that's completely wild to me. I mean, the man's not even college material. He's not even past high school. What do you mean, is he husband material? That's just odd. And you can't say 17 is close to 18, but at the end of the day, if you sleep with a 17-year-old, that is illegal. But what's even crazier is that there's 20v1s with Lil RT.
I hate what people have been trying to do with this kid, bro.
And for y'all that don't know, Lil RT is a 9-year-old rapper, but he's not like the main character in these 20v1s. He's like that little assist character that you have in freaking Mortal Kombat when you spam L1. I mean, as you can see right here, there's literally a video called I Found Love from the help of Lil RT. Why do you need a 9-year-old to help you find love? You also got the YouTuber King Sid, who's also been doing many videos with Lil RT, and he's not doing them in like the right way. He's just basically promoting this kid's bad behavior. I mean, he literally did a video named Lil RT Swipes 20 Guys for His Mom. And in the whole video, this man is literally just cursing and everything right in front of his mom, which is pretty crazy. If I would have cursed in front of my mom, I wouldn't be here making this video today, if I'm being real with you. But yeah, I just find it odd how these guys literally have videos and the whole idea of the video is to sexualize a
young person.
I mean, that's just pretty crazy. Another style of content
Nah,
that's pretty
it's
big in the
wild.
black
What RT doing? I can't help but be concerned about his future when he's in high school.
Well, nobody's setting him up for success when it comes to the people that he's around.
Is face-to-face smasher passes, which these videos are also pretty unbearable to watch. If you don't know what this is, well, it's basically a bunch of grown adults getting lined up, and one by one, they basically go through these lines and say smash or pass to the...
I don't know. I'm having, like, this is the same dude that does the fight tournaments, you know what I'm saying? And he go to different hoods or whatever. He go to different areas of the world or areas of the states or whatever. He'll do the fight shit. I just feel like if you're not looking for this, it's hard to find it. I could see if it was just so overbearing, the algorithm kept making mistakes and flooding you with it, and you just kept getting recommended this, and that. You kept hearing about it. But unless you are searching for this, you don't even know that this exists. I had zero idea that Lil RT was even in one of these videos. I had no idea about these Smash or Pass videos. Like, it's so hard to encounter something like this to a point where it's as dominating as he's making it out to be. Not saying that it can't still be concerning with the RT shit, but I feel like as long as people are, you know, being served whatever it is that they want out of this, then by all means, I guess keep going, you know. But outside of that, I never see some shit like this.
Person they're standing right in front of. It's pretty sad when you really think about it.
I'm just not one of those people that thinks that because I think something is bad, it shouldn't be on the platform. Or I'm not saying that he's saying that, but I'm saying, like, just because it works and I think it's annoying and it's a trend that people are obviously following, I'm just not going to tune into it, you know, because I think it's a dying phase and it'll die out at some point. But outside of that, like, it's hard to really make a thing out of it.
If I had to sit here and watch this for 30 minutes, I'm not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't even make it through. I would lose freaking all my brain cells by the 5th minute of this video. But yeah, that's another style of content with Black YouTube that's pretty stupid in my opinion. I mean, imagine giving birth to a child just for them to participate in a face-to-face.
I don't know why you're reinforcing that, because I already said the little RT thing was too far. That's what I already kind of said that.
Face, smash, or pass. And like I said earlier, a lot of Black YouTube, their content just revolves around just extremely horny content. Public interviews. I mean, you know, the whole gay son or thought daughter thing. Find your match, which is just basically they get a room full of people and they just try to find their matches and stuff. Overall...
To wrap it up, they're getting their bread overall, and despite what we think, just don't watch our guests, but entertainment is entertainment to get us out of our reality.
He said, wait, what did he say? He said the exact thing that the video was doing.
Public interviews. I mean, you know, the whole gay son or thought daughter thing. Find your match, which is just basically they get a room full of people and they just try to find their matches.
He said find their match and they just get a room full of people and find their match. Like, that's funny as hell to me. Yeah, I get it to a degree. It's a genre of content that you think is kind of probably degrading, kind of vapid, meaningless, not in comparison to the other content that you might watch. But I feel like it's similar in the way that, like, people look at, like, the whole lyrical or meaningful rap shit versus, like, vapid rap that don't really mean anything. It's like, I get it. You think it doesn't mean anything. You think it doesn't have any purpose.
They are mad entertaining. I find myself watching Mojave's old videos a ton.
You think it doesn't mean anything. It has no purpose or whatnot, but it still serves a particular demographic. You feel me? It's just one of those situations where it's just not for you. You just got to kind of accept it after a certain point.
What even is Black YouTube? Like, I can't be the only one that finds that term a little demeaning. It's segregation verbiage.
Well, we're the only people that really get that label. So, like, if you see an entire other community popularize an entire, like, genre of content, nobody says, like, oh, this is white YouTube. Like, the red pill community obviously being popularized through white folks on YouTube and on various other platforms, but it's never titled or called specifically white YouTube. They just say, oh, this is the red pill community, or this is the this is the that. But you see a couple of over sexualized videos in this regard, and you see some 20 versus ones that have been popular in probably the most recent few months, like maybe last 6 months or so. You see a couple Smash or Pass videos that have only, in my opinion, the fight videos and Smash or Pass videos being from King Sid or whatever the case is, he's been like the only person I've seen actually do it. And then you say that that's Black YouTube, you know. We're like the only people that can only do a certain thing. Like, even when Destiny said this shit about the black streamers and he saw Kai Cenat scream in one clip, and then he said all black streamers or whatever the case. There's like this new legion of black streamers, but man, the only people I've actually ever seen screaming and going crazy on clips have been white people historically, and they get the label thrown at them. But everybody else does whatever they do. Nobody calls it white this, Asian this, Hispanic this. It's just black. It's just black on black on black constantly. I don't personally think it's that big of an issue if you're not looking for that type of content. Obviously, I don't think it sets a good precedence for how to interact with people in real life. but these aren't going to be real life interactions anyway. I think it's content grabbing. I think it's a way for people who are making these videos to avoid a 9 to 5 most likely. And just as quickly as people got onto the trend, they'll probably hop onto the next thing as soon as it, presents itself as an opportunity. That's just what the internet does. You see shit that works, people end up jumping on the wave of it, they sap it dry, and then the next thing comes, do the exact same thing. That's what you're basically supposed to do, kinda. It is what it is. Marcus don't scream. You talking about Brownlee? Who here has ever heard of Asian YouTube? Have you not heard of Timothy Delgado? My fault. That was a horrible example. Shit. But that's really what Asians be doing. They be taking a couple black sentences, they be putting it on, and then throwing, you know what I'm saying? They start making videos and shit like that. My fault. I didn't mean it. My fault. My fault. It was pranks. It was just jokes. That's crazy. My fault. Wait, what happened? Chill. He in black YouTube though. That's what I said. It was a joke. It was a joke. I was chilling. Asian YouTube does exist though, I believe. I don't think it does. I've never seen like what Asian YouTube is. I've seen Asians on YouTube, obviously, but the Asians that I've seen on YouTube is questionable because the only Asian that I really can think of that like is on YouTube is Niga Higa, and that's just a crazy name. Like, you don't want that to be the precedence or the prerequisite for Asians on YouTube. That's wild as fuck.
And stuff. Overall, my problem with black YouTube is that, number one, it's just unoriginal. Everybody's just copying off each other and expecting to become the biggest black YouTuber of all time with zero originality, which is absolutely crazy. And
wait, what did you say?
To become the biggest black YouTuber of all time.
But nobody really, does anybody even want to be that anymore? I don't see any black creators going on their platform talking about, I want to be the best black creator. They just be making videos, bro.
Zero originality, which is absolutely crazy. And number two, all these videos are just based around these sexual concepts for kids to click on them. And then once these kids click on them, they're just going to freaking promote these little scams and stuff like the $750 Cash App scam. Just so
I agree. That's problematic. You know what I'm saying? That's, harmful advertising, scamming, whatnot, and shit like that. I agree with you, but I don't think it's a big enough issue yet. I just don't.
So they can get paid. Overall, black YouTube is just down atrocious right now, and it sounds.
I don't think down atrocious is the description for it at all, though.
It's sad to see, bro. But yeah, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys make this far, I appreciate you. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out my most recent video. It'll be somewhere up here on the screen. But yeah,
what the fuck?
With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. It's Cameron, and I'm out.
That's so weird to me, though. It shows how racially divided we still are as a society. And criticizing black YouTube or Asian YouTube feels low or racist.
You can criticize people who are black on YouTube. I just don't think there's even enough content on YouTube to say there's a black YouTube. Like, what, how many black content creators do you know of? Like, YouTube is still a very much so like white dominated space. It's hard to really for me to conjure up enough black content creators in my mind that even make content that would represent what a black YouTube would be. And because black people on the platform are so scattered when it comes to their interests, from music and art and I don't know if there's a black film reviewer on the platform. Marcus Brownlee is probably the only black tech reviewer outside of him and that Soldier No Best dude that I can think of off top of my head. I'm trying to think of big black YouTube podcasters on the platform. It's hard. It's a lot of variation.
I don't like how people genealize certain content to a certain race.
Yeah, because I feel like you could do that with a lot of people. Abba and Preach. What? I don't know what category they would fall under. Like news, maybe?
You know what starts all this? Slavery
Commentary,
of slaves
okay.
wasn't a thing. We would never be in this position. We were programmed. Everything is a lie. The earth is flat, the moon is Illuminati spaceship, and more.
Here we go. I just watched lolcow videos. What is that? Niga Higa back in the day was great. His how to do and anime skits fill me with, okay, chat was going too fast. I couldn't read it. Corey Kenshin. Well, he mentioned Corey Kenshin. He mentioned Belize, Corey Kenshin, AMP. I'm trying to think. I haven't, like, who is a black content creator that I really just like, nah, that's my guy right there. I'm trying to think. Outside of Hot Damn I Rock, trying to think of, like, who was my guy. Like, that's my dog. What the fuck? No, stop. That's crazy. What the fuck does that mean? Mallory Bros. Okay. Nowsley
I feel
Niles.
people don't have an understanding of black people just making content on YouTube and people making content explicitly for a black audience.
Yeah. Like, nobody... It's a huge distinction in what's going on, bro. Because if I wanted to say, like, a black content creator, then I would probably, like, one of the first people that would come to mind would be FD Signifier. Or maybe, like, even though they don't only cover black hip-hop, like, Dead End Hip-Hop. You know what I mean? People that are, like, specifically talking about black shit would be representatives of black YouTube, I feel like.
Did you see what Shannon Sharp said about Beyonce and Taylor Swift? Do you agree it was a crazy take?
What did he say? Dr. Umar? I guess, but I really don't like, he's not like a YouTuber. I don't think. Does Umar have a YouTube channel? Or am I tripping?